Hello, I'm Leslie McCallion, physiotherapist, and I'd like to take you through some basic Pilates, mainly sitting but with a little bit of standing. And this is mainly aimed at people who've got a little bit less mobility. All you're going to need is a dining chair and a cushion, and set your dining chair in front of your dining table or maybe just in front of the wall, just so that you've got a little bit of support for the standing up phase. So we're going to talk to begin with about how to set up your core muscles so that you can start adding in extra movements. And what we're going to do is start on the chair, and you want to be towards the edge of the chair. Just make sure you're nice and relaxed, and we'll start with locking in at your core. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to feel that you're dropping your ribs down towards your pelvis, gently drawing your tummy muscles in and your belly button in towards your spine, and gently elevating up and through the pelvic floor as if you're stopping yourself from going for a wee. So we're just going to do another deep breath. And the ribs are down, the belly button's drawn in towards the spine, and you're elevating up through the pelvic floor. You're going to hold that all engaged around about 40 to 50% while you're doing all of the rest of the exercises. That's where we're locking in, and I'll keep referring, unfortunately, to being locked in. We're going to be referring to being locked in while we add some other movements. So you should be sitting there now, aware that your ribs are down, belly button gently drawn in, and your pelvic floor gently elevated. While all of that is engaged, we're just going to do some glute squeezes. So this is your glute max, and you're going to squeeze the glute max on 100%, and that 100% should almost lift you up off your chair. So we're going to go for 10. Lock in, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the last one, hold for 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're going to do that again. Again, you just need to make sure that ribs are down, belly button gently drawn in, and elevate up through the pelvic floor as if you're stopping yourself from weeing, so that you're locked in. Lock in, squeeze those glute max again, and you should feel yourself lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the last one, hold. 10 second hold. Everything locked in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to relax out. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, drop the ribs, gently drawing the belly button in, gently bringing on those pelvic floor muscles. And then we're going to start with doing some shoulder mobility. So one shoulder at a time, we're just going for a shoulder shrug. So drawing some circles with your shoulder. All the time you're checking in with your ribs down, pelvic floor elevated, and gently drawing that belly button in towards your spine to stabilise your back. We're going to make this into a slightly bigger movement. So you're drawing some circles now with your elbow. All the time you're locked in your core muscles. Just go for another 3, 2, 1, and we swap shoulders. So the other shoulder, small movements, rolling the shoulder back. Keep the tension out of your neck while you're doing this. Keep checking in, ribs down, elevating up through the pelvic floor, drawing those tummy muscles to be engaged. And we're going to make that a bigger movement now with the other shoulder. So drawing a circle with this elbow. You might feel a few cracks and pops, but just keep the movement small. Keep the tension out of your neck and then lower that arm down. Both shoulders this time. Gentle rolling the shoulders back, opening up across the chest. Take the tension out of your neck and just be aware of the shoulder blades gently sliding and gliding down the rib cage at the back. All the time stay locked in, ribs down, belly button drawn in, pelvic floor elevated, and set those shoulder blades down the rib cage at the back. Another nice breath in. Breathe out. Drop the ribs, belly button drawn in, elevating up through the pelvic floor, shoulder blades set down the rib cage at the back, and just hands nice and relaxed on your thighs. We're going to do a bit of mobility. So you tilt the pelvis forwards and back, tilt back and lift up. Bit of pelvic mobility, and we're just going to do another 3. Rock back and up, rock back and up. Last one. Rock back and up. And again, you're holding your back away from the back of that chair. You make sure that these ribs are set down, belly button gently drawn in, elevated up through the pelvic floor, locked in. This time we're going to take the shoulder blades back and down the rib cage, and you're going to lift the arms to around about parallel with the floor. Thumbs are up towards the ceiling. Hold that position, have a little check in, make sure that there's no tension in your neck. What we're going to do is take the hand to the pocket, and if you can, have a look at that elbow as it goes, and alternate sides and back up. So think about those shoulder blades being down, think about the ribs being down, the belly button gently drawn in, up through the pelvic floor, and let's add a little bit of glute, about 40% glute lift. And then you're going to go to the pocket and back to the start position. To the pocket, back to the start position. And we'll repeat and repeat. We're going to go for another 5 on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one on each side. Back to your start position. Lock in and then let those arms relax down. We're going to go with both arms lifting towards the ceiling now. Again, lock in your middle. Set the shoulder blades back. You're going to lead with your thumbs and we're going to lift as far as you can go comfortably. Check that the shoulder blades are still connected and sitting down the rib cage at the back, and then slowly lower. Set the shoulder blades down, check in with your abdominals. Little exhale as you lift, breathe in at the top, and exhale as you lower. Just going to do another 2. Check in at the top, check those ribs are down, belly button drawn in, pulling up and elevating through the pelvic floor. A little bit of glute on at the top, breathe in and breathe out and lower. Last one, breathe in, breathe out and lift, breathe in at the top, breathe out and lower, and then rest everything out. We're going to repeat that last movement with the arms up. We're going to use the pillow this time. So you're just going to hang on to the edge of this pillow, set those shoulder blades back, lock in through your abdominals, draw the belly button in towards the ribs, and draw it up through that pelvic floor. A little bit of glute, 40%. Hold that position, and we're going to lift with the cushion and lower. We're going to go for another 4 more. Lift, stay locked in, and lower. And lift and lower. Just 2 more. And lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Good. Okay. So, just relax out. Take a moment. We're going to set those abdominals back up again and lock in. Ribs down, belly button drawn in towards the spine. Elevate gently up through the pelvic floor. You're holding this at around about 40 to 50%. A little bit of gentle glute in there as well. We're going to go back to the rotation, but this time let's go right hand on the inside of the left knee. You're going to gently push the right hand against the inside of the left knee, and you're going to gently push the left knee against the hand. So there's a little bit of resistance, but it's a static position. So we'll hold that and then take the left hand to the pocket. No tension in your neck. I want you to hold this position and check. Ribs down, elevate up through the pelvic floor. Build that strength through your core. Hold that position. Breathe in. Breathe out and swap sides. Hold this position. This time your left hand on the inside of the right knee and pushing the right knee out. The right knee's pushing the left hand in. Hold the position. Breathe in. Breathe out and swap. Hold in that position. Check the ribs down. Core engaged. Pelvic floor elevated. Breathe in. Breathe out and swap. Hold the position. Tension out of your neck. Check that you're locked in. A little bit of tension through the hand against the knee. Breathe in. Breathe out and swap. We're going to speed it up for the last 4. Swap. Swap. 2. And swap. And 3. And swap. And 4. And swap. Last one on this side. And then relax that down. Okay, moving on from the upper body, we're going to start adding some leg work now. So if you've got your cushion, I'm just going to fold that cushion up and put it between the knees. And we're going to go for some squeezes with the adductor muscles, squeezes in to begin with. But before we do that, we need to be locked in. Breathe in, breathe out, gently lower those ribs, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, elevate up through the pelvic floor as if you're stopping yourself from weeing. And we're going to go for some squeezes to begin with. Just squeezing that cushion together and release. So we'll go for 10. Squeeze and release. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold on the last one. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. So you're squeezing that cushion, 10 seconds. Be aware of your pelvic floor elevating up, belly button gently in towards the spine, ribs stay down. Nice and relaxed at your shoulders and your neck. And then release. So we're going to do another 10 squeezes and another 10-second hold. Lock in. Maybe a little bit of glute in there as well. And then 10 squeezes of the cushion. So that should be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold on the last one for 10 seconds. Keep squeezing, keep everything locked in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So what we're going to do now is a little bit of ankle mobility. Again, stay gently locked in. and just up on alternate toes. So we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to go up onto both toes now. Locked in, up onto both toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then a couple of little circles on your right, a couple of little circles on your left. And then we're going to start to work the legs a little bit harder. So again, set up, ribs down, belly button drawn in, elevate up through the pelvic floor. And we're going to go for knee lifts. So we try and keep all of this working hard to stabilise. And you're going to go for one knee lift and the other knee lift. So we're going to go for 10 singles to begin with. So 5 on each side. So we'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this time we're going to lift and hold. So we'll go left leg first. Going to lift that left leg. Working hard on stabilising in the middle. Hold that position. And then slowly lower. We're going to go to the right leg. Again, set everything up. Ribs down, belly button drawn in, pelvic floor. And lift the right leg and hold. Making sure that everything's locked in the centre. Hold that position. And then lower. So we're going to do that again one more time. Left leg. Set and lift. Hold that position. Everything's strong around the middle and lower. Right leg, set and lift. Hold that position. And we're going to add some movement to this. So what we're going to do, we'll go left leg first, set. Lift the left leg and just slightly out, back in and down. We'll go to the right leg, lift, just gently out, back into position and lower. We'll go left, alternating legs, out, in and lower, and right. Stay locked in, out, in and lower. So I'm just going to turn to face in for the last, let's go another 3 on each side. Locked in, lift, out, in and lower. This is 3. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Lift, out, in, lower. Lift, out, in, lower. And this is the last one on each side. And then I'm just going to turn back. Okay, good work. So some knee extensions now to get these quadriceps muscles working. Lock in. Nice and strong, shoulder blades down, no tension in your neck. And we're going to bring a little bit of glute on as well, around about 40% glute squeeze, bum squeeze. And then we're going to extend one leg, pulling your toes up towards your body, pushing your heel away and lower. Extend the other leg and lower. So again, alternating legs, and we're going to go for 5 on each side. So here we go. Extend and lower. Extend and lower. This is 4 coming now. I'm counting down. 3. Check that you're still locked in. 2. And the last one. Good work. So we're going to add some arms to that now. Might need to slow it down a little bit and we'll go back to using the cushion. Again, deep breath in. Drop the ribs, feel the belly button drawing towards the spine, elevate up through those pelvic floor, maybe a little bit of glute again. And then we're going to lift the arms at the same time as extending the leg. So here we go, we're going to do, let's go for 3 to begin with on each side. Check that everything's engaged, core's nice and strong, and you lift and extend one leg and lower. Lift and extend the other leg. Nice and strong through that quad at the front of the thigh. Lift. Staying locked in, keeping the ribs down. Lift. Last one on each leg. And lower. We're going to continue with the same thing, but this time we're lifting opposite hand to leg. So again, set everything up in your middle, strong through your core, elevating up through the pelvic floor, and you're going to extend. Let's go left leg and lifting the right arm. And then we swap. Right leg, left arm, and swap. Keeping those ribs down. Engaging through the pelvic floor. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Last one on each side.